Hey guys, I'm Melissa.
I'm Patty.
And we are
Efecto podcast.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back. This is episode 45. Redo.
Yeah, because as you guys saw on our Instagram, my mic was on mute. So in typical Melissa fashion, we were editing and I was like, oh, it's on mute.
She was like, bitch. I was like, no, mommy.
And literally, I was telling Patty, I was like, oh, okay, it's just because, like, when we usually switch the settings so it could be crispier. And I was like, oh, I'm going to switch it. And then I did it. And I was like, no. And then, of course, we were filming outside. So it was even, like, the sound just was not there. Maybe if we were in here, it could have worked out. But...
and of course we were like, oh, let's record outside. Like, it's nice.
Like it's nice.
Feels fresh.
It's new, but
we thought
whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed our reels. Well, we had the reels and then the Galentine's ones from Soul Cycle, and then that story. Point of that video was if you want to post content, post it, and period.
That is essentially what the last episode was.
Literally.
I think, honestly, those two reels that we posted,
it sums it
up, because we literally were talking about that. And we obviously got into about, like, being comfortable and, like, and, like, us thinking too much about, like, what other people are going to think or, like, psyching ourselves out. And then the other half, literally, David called us and we were just like...
Yeah.
I love how I noticed it when we were recording. I mean, when he called us, but, like, when he cheers us, the drink spills. Yeah. And literally, someone, I think it was Sulema, commented, she's like, not half the drink being gone.
Yeah.
Because he literally just, like, cheers, dumped it, and then sauce.
But yeah, guys, so, we oh, fuck.
We.
I'm ready to go to France again. I'm just kidding.
We.
But yeah, we're back. And as always, we're just gonna get to it, catch up. Patty, how was your week?
Week was good. Me trying to think, like...
Just like, what did I do?
No, literally. I'm like... it was literally just work, obviously. Looking at my calendar. Because when I look at the dates, I, like, remember. Yeah, this week, I had, like... It was a busy work week, but what's new? Lots of meetings, in, like, negotiations and stuff, which I think another thing I think I mentioned last week or 2 weeks ago is I've kind of been in a funk with work, and I think this week I kind of have been getting myself out of it because I'm back in, like, practicing, like, actually doing my job, if that makes sense, and, like, consistently in meetings and all this stuff. So it was fun. So it was actually fun, but it was a lot. But I also had something, the thing that was getting me through the week was the fact that, like, I had things to look forward to. So, as you guys know, obsessed with Soul Cycle. Like, damn near go every day. But this week I only went Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Because one of my instructors he was still in Brazil. And I didn't think that, I was like, oh, it's going to be fine. Like, I'm going to give my body rest, right? Bitch, Tuesday, I was like, no mames, like, fuck, like, me hace falta, because, you would think, like, oh, yeah, you're gonna rest, no, like, I'm so glad he's back, because I'm like, my body could not, but yeah, so I was looking forward to, like, on the 13th, we had a Galentine's Day ride, and it was really cute.
So cute.
We posted a reel and a TikTok on that, so make sure to check it out, but
like it.
It's just crazy because one of my friends that I went to high school with, she has an event planning company and she does, like, florals. Her name is Emily, and her business is called Love Always M. Check her out on IG. She did a collab with Soul Cycle and Dahlia for Galentine's, and it was called Bikes and Bouquets.
So cute.
So we did, like, a ride, and it was a makeup or breakup ride. So, like, fun music. And then after class, Dahlia, like, bought snacks, champagne, lemonade. And then Emily had, like, a floral wall where you could, like, go and make your own bouquet. So it was really, really cute and just, like, a way to, like, celebrate each other. And it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So loved that. And then, again, Seoul Wednesday, and then I was really excited because I have today off. I took the day off, so I was just like so ready for the weekend. So that was kind of like getting me through the day. But literally today, all I did was like things I had to do. Like I wanted to. I originally was like, I'm gonna wake up early, go to the gym, and I was like, scratch that. I need to sleep in, and I literally just did laundry. I like stripped my bed, put new sheets, all of that. And then I got ready and came here. Literally, that's all I did today.
Yeah, good. I'm like, that's
literally it.
Yeah, I know. I'm like trying to think back to this week too. Same. I mean, as always, you guys know work, and then yeah, same like Wednesday. That was Wednesday, right? Soul Cycle.
Tuesday.
Oh, damn.
Because Wednesday was Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah.
That was the day before.
Yep. Yeah, so work, and then Tuesday I made it to Seoul. So I was like,
yes,
I was literally like finishing off my last meeting, and I get a text from Patty. She's like, tell me you're on your way. I'm like, yes, I'm about to leave.
But like traffic was
so bad,
crazy. Like I texted
so
you like at, I think it was like 3 something, and I was like, oh yeah, she's gonna make it. And you literally got there like 10 minutes
literally
before
10 minutes before. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, it's crazy. And like it was what I left. Yeah, like I left around 4. Like I don't even know what happened, like why it takes so long. Well, I guess yeah, traffic. But yeah, I made it, and I was like, I'm gonna change in the car because I just want to like make sure I'm like ready to go, and then that's it. So just changed in the car, and I was like, okay. But I like needed that class. It felt so good. And yeah, it was just nice. And then it was just cute. Like we walked in, and Dahlia had like written notes in the classes for everyone, so it was just nice. And right away, like the environment, like I was like, oh, okay, like I like needed this, so it was nice. And then yeah, the rest of the week it was just pretty busy. I had like a little scare, guys. A little
tell them.
Scare.
Le vamos a regañar. Because I've been fucking telling this bitch.
I had a little health scare on my way back from work, but it's like I've just been really stressed out with work lately. And I mean, just like me over self, like I've just haven't been nourishing myself the way that I should. So I think it just all kind of like just, it just ended up happening that day.
No way.
No way.
That happens. No. That happens if you don't take care of yourself. Fuck, that's crazy. Yeah. Who would have thought? Who would have fucking knew that?
No, like I thought I was just having a panic attack. I was having more than a panic attack. Well, but I'm okay now. Like yeah, yesterday I like the next day on Thursday I was like, you know what, I have to work from home. Oh yeah, that was yesterday. I was like, I have to work from home just because I just felt really exhausted. Like I just felt super tired. I still had a headache. So I just took it pretty easy yesterday, and I was like, I'm just gonna like stay home, work from home. And I'm feeling better today. Today I had like a lunch with some of my coworkers, so that was like nice. Like my manager and some of our other coworkers that work on like in the Santa Monica offices that I don't see often. So that was a cool time. We had some ramen, so that was fun. And then I just came straight here. But that was my week. But yeah, going back into like that like health scare, guys, I guess just like Patty said, like she's like, no, really, like you had that scare, but it just goes back to like just make sure like, and I have to take this advice from myself, like just take care of yourself. Like life is fucking short. Like as long as you can do it and just like nourish yourself and just take care of yourself, like just do it. Like we have like, I don't know, I'm like, oh, I'm like so lucky, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like you're dumb. But
actually but this is the thing, like you actually have to do it. Like it's easy to just be like, okay, like I'm okay now, and thank God you're fucking okay. But like we've been here before.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm always like on you, and again it comes from a place because I'm like, I don't want that to happen again.
Yeah. And then I had like a conversation, like my mom too, she's like, this is why I had an incident while I was driving. So I had called a friend, but she was busy, and I knew Patty was a Soul Cycle, so I was like, okay, like who do I call? So I called a friend, she was busy, and then I called another friend, she answered. But Leslie first, she called me right after. She was like, hey, like you're like good, because I usually don't like call people, like it's rare. So then she's like, oh, you called me. And I was just telling her, she definitely got me in trouble. She was just like, dude, like we tell you all the time, Melissa, like you like need to like nourish yourself and you need to like eat and do that. And guys, like that's one of the things, like you guys, we've already been open about our struggle with just like food and stuff. But yeah, lately, like it's not an excuse because I'm like, oh, I'm just so busy, but like it's like you should have time to eat. So I've just been like just drinking coffee and I haven't been eating like as good. So that like on top of like the stress and just coffee, like I think that definitely like got to me. But yeah, so just like with that said, like obviously it's something that I've struggled with for a while and we've been open about that. But it's just like, okay, like, hey, look, you just had this scare, like you got to take care of yourself, like come on. But yeah, so that's a little bit of what happened this week. But again, I'm feeling better and yeah, it's just I want to take it a day at a time. But yeah, I'm definitely being watched over at home now, like just like what are you eating and this and that.
And it's like it is annoying that has to happen, but like
I mean, I like I asked for it.
No, I don't. I wouldn't think of it like you asked for it. I think it's more so your parents want to make sure, just because of like history. But también like, and I'm on this bitch all the fucking time, like, bitch, because I know what busy's like too. But yeah. Like, and I used to be the exact same way. Like, I don't have time. Like, I need to do this. I can't. But once you make it part of your routine, y a huevo, you just fucking do it. You're gonna realize like, oh yeah, this 15-minute break isn't gonna like, how do I say this? Like,
is it gonna
there's
hurt?
always fucking time. Like, no matter what, I always tell you this: the work is gonna be there regardless. So it's always better if you at least take a little break. Whether it's you get up to walk around, go get water, take a snack, this is your sign to take your fucking lunch break. Like. And take your 2 15-minute breaks, too. The fuck, like, you need to be taking your lunch breaks, and easier said than done. Maybe you don't take them at noon. Maybe you take it a little before, a little bit after.
No, and, like, I take them. My team is very strong about taking them. It's just me not taking food or purchasing food or whatever. So that's where, like, it is, too, you know?
Yeah.
Or if I do it, I'm like, oh, I'll just grab coffee and, like, a little snack.
Yeah, that's not it.
So, which I know I'm like, okay, so literally, like, what I'm going to start doing, because I had started that before, but then it's just at the house, like just making sure to continue. I have my lunch bag, take my lunches, take protein bars, leave some protein bars at the office. Because even that, like that's simple as just grabbing it and literally like, it's okay. Like I have the protein
I always have to have something. Well, at the office, they like provide bars. So like, if I'm like on the struggle bus, I will literally run to the kitchen. But also, we have a food department. So I just be running downstairs and I'm like, what do you guys have? Do you want me to test anything? And I'll fucking go through the snacks. I'm like, okay, they usually have like seaweed or like jerky of some sort. Or like I'll run downstairs quickly. But it is, I don't want to say it shouldn't, this is the thing, like it shouldn't be work or it shouldn't take too much effort. But it does. Like, it does take effort to kind of be on track and all that stuff. I think you just have to be, like, aware of it. And, like, you cannot let yourself, you being the collective you, not just you. Like, we can't let ourselves be like, okay, whatever. Like, I'll be fine. Like, let's say you, one day, you skip a meal and you're like, I'll just have coffee or just do this. And you're like, oh, I was fine that day. Because then you're going to be like, oh, I was fine that day. I'm going to be fine the next day and the next day.
Yeah.
No, because all those days add up and that's what happened to you. And even when you were explaining it to me, like off camera, you're like, yeah, this week. And I was like, bitch, this wasn't just because of this week. This was leading up. This week was like over the edge. And unfortunately, you're going to have other weeks, at least other work weeks like this.
Yeah.
And like, we can't have that happen.
Like usually, like literally like that. I'm like, it's work, like Patty said, work is going to continue to be stressful. It's going to get even more stressful. But again, it's just about me, like, or even just getting my mind right. Like, bitch, you like eat again. Like, it's like food is not your enemy. Like, you need that to nourish yourself, to give you energy. That's why I've also been feeling so exhausted, which I know. So like, I'm like, that's just like me. I'm like, okay, like eat, like just eat. So
and then that way, because you've been killing it at work, and like, in order for you to continue to show up, you have to take care of yourself, because God forbid this was actually worse than what it was, and you're out from work for weeks. That's just more stress that you added to yourself.
Gonna add to myself. Yeah, no, it's true. It's just, I gotta just my mind. I'm like, it's again, just that's been my struggle lately right now, just the food. So I'm just like, I gotta eat. But yeah, guys, that's what happened this week for me.
Literally, I got that text I was in Seoul, and I like once I'm dressed, I put my phone away and I'm just like there. When I got out and I read the text, I was like, this fucking bitch. I was like, ain't no fucking way. I was like, obviously, I was like, one, I had so many emotions. I was worried, angry, but mostly just like, oh my God, is this bitch okay? Like, is she good? And she's like, I'm fine now. And I was like, bitch. I was like, I was like, go. There was something you said, and I was like, no.
Yeah,
I don't remember what you said, but I was like,
no. I know. I don't even remember what it was too. But I was like, oh, I'm fine. Like, I'm eating now.
You were like, I'm gonna do something, and I was like, no.
Oh, yesterday I was like, oh, I almost went into the office.
Yeah, she was like, I was gonna force myself to go,
and I was
but
like,
rather
no.
just work. And I was like, no. I was like, be fucking for real, be realistic. And I think that's another thing. And I feel like we've touched on this before, but like, we really need to be realistic with ourselves. And I think it comes with like being overachievers and like striving for perfection. We already know perfection doesn't exist. That doesn't mean you shouldn't try hard, but like also be realistic. Like, as humans, we all have limitations, and that doesn't mean that like you can never get to where you are, but like at this point in time, this is your limit. Listen to it. Live in that for a bit, progress. You're going to slowly progress to get to the next level. And then once you are like outgrow that and you're on to the next one, it's kind of like a cycle. Easier said than done, but it's like you have to literally put that into practice and believe it and actually do it. Because it's easy to just like say it, but you have to believe it.
Yeah.
Because your mind is what is controlling like all of it. And if you don't believe it and you're just saying it just to say it, like, that's not gonna do shit.
Yep. No, it's true. And then just be nice to yourself. Again, like, it's like that, lately the whole food struggle that I'm like going through, but it's like, just remind yourself, like, be nice to yourself. Again, like, just, it's like, you need this to give you energy, to nourish you, to fucking live, like, to do whatever you have to do.
Dead ass.
Yeah. So,
that I think that just kind of goes back to, again, something that we've been working on forever, and we since day one, I feel like we've talked about it, and it's really like, I know I constantly like say this to you at work all the time. It's literally like prioritizing and organizing like yourself. So once you figure out like, okay, this is what I want to do, and this is how I'm going to do it. And this is the thing, like, we're both planners. So, like, if we literally plan it out and we just got to stick, and then you stick to it, and you just got to be like, nope, this is what it is. Like, this is my boundary. Once it hits this time on this day, I'm going to go. And that's another thing, like, and I told him, I was like, you just got to make sure to make your you time and, like, stand on business on that shit.
Well, on the bright side, tomorrow I'm excited because I'm gonna host a little Galentine's with Vicky, Lore, Kim, and of course Patty. So I'm super I'm excited.
It's gonna be funny.
It's gonna be so funny.
I'm excited to see. Is Lore bringing?
No, okay. She's somewhere else. But yeah, I'm so excited. I haven't seen these bitches in like a month or 2 months.
I'm so ready to fight with Lore. Like me and.
We're
gonna be fucking and then just to see Vicky and Kim.
Yeah, I'm so excited. It's gonna be fun. We had a lot of things to catch up on, so it's gonna be nice just to get all the tea, have some mimosa, some food, dance, do all the things.
Literally, it's gonna be so fun. What are you gonna wear?
I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm gonna wear just yet. I have an idea. Like, I just have this like It's like a knit, like it's like a reddish oversized knit. I was just gonna do that with either like probably like I don't know, depending on the day, like how it is, but probably it's gonna rely among that freaking knit. But yeah, like I got some decorations, so I have all of that. So that's super, like I'm excited for that. I got some goodie bags because I love it, and yeah, like it's just gonna be cute, and I love hosting, so that's gonna be nice. And then Kim is gonna bring like this. Oh, she's gonna bring like a heart-shaped cake, like ice cream cake. I don't know. She like ordered something.
What's Lore bringing?
I don't know. That bitch is like, I'll just bring alcohol and the drugs. And I'm just kidding. She's gonna bring.
She's not kidding.
And then what's it called? What else?
That bitch is gonna be late.
Yeah. 1,000%.
What time
I asked
did you
them,
tell
I
her
was
to
like,
get there?
what time do I put it for? And then I said 11:30 or 12. I was like, or 12:30.
No, you should have 11 a.m.
Vicky was like 12. And then I was like,
Loda's
okay.
not gonna get there till 7 p.m.
Yeah, Loda's gonna get there slowly. And right away we called it out. She's like, I'm gonna be on time. But now on purpose, Vicky's gonna pick them both up.
Oh, so. Loda's gonna be like,
I'm not ready. Yeah, so Vicky's gonna pick them up because she has to go back home tomorrow. So that's why it's also like a brunch. She's like, she could have like a mimosa or two, maybe a little more.
Oh shit! What time is she gonna leave? Because I'm not gonna get there till later.
I mean, she's not gonna leave like that early, but yeah. So she just has to be good to drive home.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Boring.
Yeah. So she's like, I just have to be good to drive home.
Fucking
and load
Vicky.
it. Like, she's like, so all of you guys need a drink for me, but
that bitch.
Yeah, but I know she'll have some because she has a lot to tell us.
I'm gonna fuck that bitch up. That bitch is not going home.
We're gonna be like, Josh, you gotta come pick her up.
I'm gonna take you to your mama's house. You're gonna sleep at your old house.
Sleep there. It's the weekend, so you're fine.
I know. I'm excited.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Tomorrow morning we're doing Soul. I'm doing a double with Dahlia. So I'm getting to brunch later. I'm probably not gonna get there till like 2:00.
Yeah. That's fine. Because realistically, they're probably going to get there until like, they're going to get there like at 1. That's what I have in mind. They're going to be there at like 12:30 to 1. Or yeah, but now that Vicky's picking them up, I'm like 1. But in my head, I was like 1:30ish. Because I was trying to decide what time to put the order in for like the food. So that's what I had in mind too. But yeah, and then I'm going to take an 8:30. Not a double, but I'm going to take the 8:30.
She was kind of not bullied, but
in a way. And
highly
I was like,
influenced by Dahlia.
Yeah, but I was like, fuck it.
She was like, why aren't you taking it?
And
then fucking in our group chat, David over here, I'll see everyone at 9:30. I was like, bitch, you better fuck.
I know, because he was supposed to book it that day.
No, he did. He did book it. He didn't cancel it. But literally after me fighting with him and being like, accountability, that bitch only likes to use the word accountability when it's somebody else. But if I hold him accountable, he fucking hates it.
And then after he's like, no, you're so right. Hold me accountable. But I was like listening. I was catching up, and I was like, though, you know what? I'm going to just listen to all of the voice memos. That's going to be my way of catching up. And that was perfect. But it was so funny.
Literally. And then my whole TikTok was about shout out to the friends who shows their love by being mean. And I sent that to David.
Like,
I was like, David, I will, but that's how you know. That's like my love language. Like if I don't talk to you aggressively, then it's just not it. Like whenever someone asks me to do something, I'm like, fuck no. And sometimes people are like, oh, okay.
And I'm dead.
Alanis sometimes is like, oh, okay. And I'm like, bitch.
I'm like, I already know that. She says, fuck, and I'm like, okay, thank you.
Yeah. Or David's like, my favorite is David's. We always talk about David. He's like, damn, bitch, that's kind of mean.
Fucking David.
If I say that to Bra, she's like, she just laughs.
No, but yeah, so that's this weekend, and then we're on Sunday.
I'm so excited.
Yes, okay, on Sunday we have another class.
Yeah, on Sunday we have another class with Macy, and she was like, yeah, like before Christmas, she was like, send me all like your requests, and literally I've been bugging about like a Disney Channel Stars ride. So I DM'd her and I put in parentheses like Jonas Brothers, Hilary Duff, Hannah Montana, Cheetah Girls, Camp Rock, High School Musical, all that shit. And she was like, ooh, I like that. She put it on the schedule. I booked that shit like 2-3 weeks ago. I booked that shit early.
Right away.
I think there's only like 2 bikes open.
Period.
It's going to be a sing-along.
I'm so excited.
And we're like all in like the front. You and David are sidebar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're all like It's literally them two, and then
like,
us.
next, yeah.
We're
So
like,
we're that whole section. You better
we're
believe
like,
we're going in. Oh,
we're
I'm
going
excited.
in.
All the way in. No, but I'm so excited for that.
Das.
Damn.
Okay, like I was gonna say like David.
I know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's this weekend, which I'm excited for.
You sounded like Shoddy Bay. That's this weekend. This girl. Wait, can we talk about? I really don't like to give this man any attention, but I sent you a TikTok. All the Austin McBroom memes that people are
Yes!
making. I sent you one. I don't know if you saw it.
I don't think
but
I've seen
I need
it.
to see because it made me think of you, and bitch, I literally was in tears when I fucking saw this because I was like, we've been here before. Yes, 100% yes. It says, me after checking my bank account and seeing $5.47 when I thought I only had 25 cents.
That's me as fuck. I'm done. Like, oh, okay. I could buy coffee today.
I literally was like, oh my god.
No,
Oh,
I know.
shit.
He's been on another level too on like social media. That's like
That's crazy.
the song that he made, guys.
I don't
So
know.
he made a song for, when did that happen? I don't remember
God.
when it happened, but he made a song for Catherine. It's like, it's pretty intense. Like if you pay attention to the lyrics, I was like, so his brother, what's his brother's name? Landon? I don't know his brother's name. So his brother was showing his girlfriend like the song. And it's funny because at first the girlfriend was like laughing, and then it goes into like the specifics of her, like him talking about Catherine, and her face just got so worried for her. And then for him too, she's like, is your brother like okay? Like, no, I'm like serious. Like, we probably should check on your brother. Because it was just saying how he watching you through the tree or whatever, through his fucking RV that he's supposedly in, that he's like watching her through the trees and like all of this stuff. Like, it sounded like concerning. I was like, me too. When I heard it, I was like, what the fuck? This is weird.
I don't even know what to believe, if it's like real or not.
And
Like,
then people are like, oh, she's in it too. Like, who knows? But that song was just weird. If you've like heard it, let us know your thoughts. But it's a weird song.
oh my god, I'm so sad. A bunch of people that I follow were at the fiesta in Jalos.
Yeah. Oh my god, I didn't tell
Bitch.
you. My mom saw the Murillo twins yesterday.
Where?
They were getting their passport. She was getting it for the I think the baby and then someone else.
Where?
Her and Nando went. I don't know where. I don't know which one they went to. But because Nando's getting his passport. And then my mom was like, oh my God, guess who's here? And she FaceTimed me, but I couldn't see anything. And it was like the twins.
Aww.
I was like, Mom, get like take a picture. She's like, I can't go in. They're only letting Nando in. So then she like just saw them outside, and then she saw the baby. And that he was really cute. Yeah.
So cute, bro. But yeah, they were all in Jalos. And we were there in October for Alexis and Javi's wedding. And literally when I saw they were there, so this is the thing, Lily was there, and I saw her story, and I was like, oh, she's in Mexico. And I was like, oh, that, in my head, I was like, oh, that looks like where we were. But I was like, oh, it's probably somewhere else. And then I look at it again, and I see the geotag, and it says, Jalos Totitlan. And I was like, and when I paused it, I was like, our hotel is literally right there. And I was like, bitch.
And then they were in like the plaza with them in front of
Yes.
like where we sat. Oh, I know she sent it to me. I was like, oh my God, I want to go.
I'm like, we could have been there. Oh, it looks so good.
Adding to the list.
Yes. Like just all the fiestas in Mexico.
Yeah.
Tende. Jalos.
And we got to go to Zacatecas.
Yes, we have to.
We have to.
And then I still want to go to Mazatlan.
Yeah, dude. And right now, all of my For You page in Mazatlan with the guys and the horses. Oh my gosh.
What's the Ana Bárbara
All I got to say. Oh, yeah.
Bandido.
Yeah.
Bandido.
But no, I was sending it to Patty. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my gatos.
Arregato.
Aragato.
Arregato.
There you go. But yeah, I can't believe I was like just telling Patty, we were just talking about this. I'm like, it's literally like almost March.
Which is scary.
Like, what the fuck? It's my dad's birthday coming up.
Yeah.
But
there's a lot of stuff coming up. And then this week we got some news. There's like a lot of change happening at work. and I got some news. And at first I was like, I don't know how to feel about it. But my coworker, he's like, I'm not worried. He was like, I feel like we're going to be in great hands. He was like, I'm excited for you. And I was like, okay, if you're not worried, I'm not going to worry about it. Like, another opportunity. So we'll see what happens. But come March 11th is when, like, all the changes are going to shake out. So, yeah.
Knock on wood. You're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just crazy. I'm just like, it's
I
going
can't
by
believe-
super quick.
Bitch, 2 weeks is March.
Yeah.
In a week and a half, it's
Like,
March.
I'm excited because it's just closer to something that we're planning. Well, something that we're doing, I guess.
Yeah. Stay tuned because we'll keep you posted on, like, what our itineraries looking, or, like, our schedules looking like. But today we posted a reel and a TikTok with no context. We just fucking posted it. So I just think we should do a little story time and share
What happened?
And I literally put, like, comment down below, like, wrong answers only. And someone was like, oh shit, we forgot the tequila bottle. And someone else was like, los frijoles. And I was like, no, PTSD.
I'm fucking dead.
Okay, so let's backtrack to, like, 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Damn.
It was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So we were recording and we were editing outside, and it was already, like, later, and we were already paranoid. So let's just start there. So we're outside and, like, it's just us, whatever, and all of a sudden we see a bunch of helicopters, and they're fucking close, and we're just like, oh, okay, whatever. And then we see another one. We're like, oh, and then I see the spotlight. I was like, oh, bitch, they're
like
looking
something.
for someone. So then I go into, like, the tree house so I could, like, get up and see, and I'm like, bitch. I'm like, they're, like, right here, right here, right here. And I'm like, do we go inside? Y en eso, like, my cousin came, and I was like, okay, I feel better. Like, we're good. Cool, whatever, whoop-de-woo. And then my cousin goes, oh, okay, we're gonna... So we were already like, oh, my God. So my cousin's like, okay, we're gonna go to bed. Like, let yourself out, whatever. And I was like, oh, FYI, we ordered food in case you hear, like, the doorbell. They're like, yeah, no worries. Cool. So we ordered sushi. We're editing. And then Mely's like, oh, the food's almost here. Cool. She's like, I'm just going to go, like, wait so that they don't ring the doorbell. And then Mely, like, goes up the stairs and she's like,
We're locked out.
and she just looks back. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. And we start laughing. And I was like, they locked the fucking door. Our keys, everything was inside the house.
Everything.
Like, we couldn't even, like, leave. So I was like...
I had a little bit of water. I was like, whoa, we can hydrate.
I was like, we about to sleep in the treehouse. I was like, because we can't even get to our cars.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, let me just go through the front and let me unlock it through the front because, you know, I have my code. Whatever, I go to the front. Boop, 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 boop. Access denied. My code only works to a certain hour.
It was
past that hour. So I was like, I walk back and Melly's like,
I was like, oh, fuck.
I'm like, bitch, my code doesn't work. And whatever. So we, they have a dog. So Berkeley, she was barking, but we're like, oh, the food's here. So, like, we go, Mely goes first, and the dog's, like, in the fence. And then I go out, and the fucking DoorDash guy is, like, on the sidewalk, like at the corner, basically.
He's just standing there, like...
He's scared, like, and Mely's like like over the fence, like trying to get the bag. And he will not walk up to her. So I'm like, okay, you take Berkeley, and I like go out, and I walk up to him, and he goes, "Scary dog." Oh my god! So I grabbed that shit, and I was like, oh, ran to the back. We're fucking dying, like laughing. We're like, well, at least we have food. So whatever, we're still editing. We're on FaceTime because that way we know, like, we're like, fuck it. What are we going to do? We're just going to talk to people. And that's when my cousin wakes up. We were blowing him up. He unlocks it. Cool. Whatever, we finish. We clean up. We're like, hey, bye. Thank you. We're leaving. So my cousin, mind you, is still downstairs in the living room. So me and Mely are just talking, like, blah, blah, blah. We're walking down the stairs. And... we make it to the driveway, and I'm in front of Mely, but like we hear it sounds like it's oh, so this is the thing. It sounded like it was either like a we didn't know if it was a homeless man or like a drunk
crazy
man.
like
Yeah, or like a homeless man or like someone on like high as fuck or like drunk or something. It was like aggressive. Like yelling, like
hey!
yeah, and we were like and we paused, but then we hear a dog bark. And we were like, oh shit, and eso, fight or flight kicked in. We're like, oh my god, this guy's like, he has a dog. He's getting attacked by a dog, or a dog's chasing him or something. So literally, we just fucking
ran.
But in the video that you could see, Mely, because she was still behind me, she kind of like,
I'm like,
she was like
do I
halfway,
go?
but the minute she saw me turn, Mely started
running. I have my platform Uggs, funniest shit ever. Dead.
But in the video, you just see, you see Mely running like this, and you just see I have bags over here, so my arm's like this, like a chicken wing, like, and I'm fucking swinging this arm, fucking pumping to run. And I'm like, go. So again, Mely's in front of me. So when Mely's running up the stairs in her platform Uggs, she steps on every fucking step. Bitch, I come behind, I skip steps, and I'm like on the door. And so of course, as I get to my first step, Mely drops her phone.
My phone.
And she fucking turns
I go
around.
back, I'm like, my phone.
She turns around. And I'm like, bitch. And I'm like banging on the door.
Oh my god.
And we're just like there, like, oh my god, hoping nothing happens. We don't see anything, nothing. And eso, like, we're waiting, like, open like, the fucking door.
Get us in.
My cousin opens the door. He's like, what's wrong? Like, what? And we're like, we heard something. There's someone over there. And eso,
the guy.
We see a guy, and he's walking with like a pit bull. And the dog, like,
is like
jumping and like barking and like not like cooperating. And he takes him to the neighbor. And I was like, oh, it's a fucking dog walker. But my cousin comes out and he like checks everything. And he's like, man, he's like, yo, chicken, da da da. And then we see that the guy comes back with another dog and takes him. And then one of the other neighbors, he was parked in his car across the street. And I was like, were you in your car the whole time? He was like, yeah. Did you see us? He was like, nope. Thank God.
Yeah.
But literally, we were terrified because we were already paranoid.
Yeah, no, literally, like we were paranoid, and again, it just sounded like a crazy person, and I was like, oh hell no, and yeah, like hello, the helicopter was just going around. Yeah, and I was like,
so we're like, oh shit, this is the guy that they were looking for. And then my cousin was like, man, he's like, I'm gonna check the cameras. And I was about to get home, and he sends me 2 videos, the 2 POVs. Bitch, I was dying. And
she sent him to me. I was like, oh my God.
I was crying.
It was so like, fucking funny.
I keep watching it. We got to watch it one more time.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Because that shit had me. And then I was like, I need to put the sound.
Yeah.
Like, the sound is just perfect.
That show is so funny.
But literally, we just couldn't stop fucking laughing.
No, that shit, yeah, it was so fucking funny. Like, when she sent it to me, I was just rewatching it over and over. And then the different point of views, I would, like, change it and, like, go back and forth. I'm like, oh, my God, I would find something new. She's like, did you notice I skipped a step? And I was like, oh, my God.
I said, ni madre, way, get the fuck out of here.
So fucking funny.
Oh, my God. Okay. Anyways, now you know. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Now you know.
That's what happened. Yeah, guys, but with that said, we're gonna close this episode out. We hope you guys enjoy the long weekend if you get Monday off or President's Day,
or if you took today off, like me.
Or if you took the day off. Enjoy your weekend. We will see you guys in our next episode. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and download our episodes on Spotify and catch up on our previous episodes.
Yes.
Make sure to still give them some love. And
check out our Instagrams, our Reels, our TikToks,
all of
like
it.
everything,
all of it,
todo.
Okay. Bye, guys.